Every moment, red letter, I'll chase them anywhere. There's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you.
Enjoy the world. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, when did you last
let your heart?
Yeah, I'm done.
So Awesome Games on Quick 2018 was last week, and I really enjoyed it. The runs this year were just really entertaining.
Then I don't need you anymore.
Oh man.
I really enjoyed Carcinogen's run of Resident Evil 7. I mean, the fact that there was a runner named Carcinogen speedrunning at a cancer charity marathon is already hilarious, but all the little things in the run, like the facts about the Louisiana household and having the camera fixed on Carcinogen's face to chime in with the jump scares, really made the run a great watch.
Louisiana fact number 2. These are in fact not the red-headed centipedes that are indigenous to the area. I believe they are in fact Japanese mukade instead.
It's true.
Very good.
The live speedrun tutorial of Strider with Darkman78 and Jimmy Poopins was also super entertaining. Darkman taught Jimmy how to speedrun the game, and then after learning the game, Jimmy did the entire run without assistance. This is something I've been wanting to see for a while, and with a game like Strider, which is a perfect balance of broken to the point that you can skip through the game with semi-easy to perform glitches that only require a small amount of practice, made for a great show, and proved that learning how to speedrun doesn't have to be challenging. I thought the run was great, and I hope they can do it again at maybe another event with another game. Who knows?
I'll do it again. Just keep going, dude. You're in there. Oh my. What?
This game's easy, man. I've seriously never seen it before in my life. You're literally the fastest person.
All right, skip, reverse, skip, and now I play the magic card, Pot of Greed, which lets me draw 2 cards from the deck into my hand.
Okay. Another super cool run I wasn't expecting to be as entertaining as it was Dragon Warrior. Keep in mind that any percent speedrun for this game used to be over 5 hours long, but as NES Cardinality states in his run, with the latest in RNG manipulation discoveries, they are able to manipulate things like enemy encounters and damage rolls to the point his run is only 27 minutes and 19 seconds long, only 2 minutes off of his world record. If you guys are a fan of old school RPGs and want to see this game get completely demolished even without the use of glitches, I would definitely recommend checking it out.
Alright, we can read one more donation, please.
We have $100 from EZScape. Good luck on your playthrough of Naruto and Pikachu. Donation goes to Runner's Choice.
Thank you, EZScape.
It's easy. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to EZScape for including my reaction of DirectScape. I accidentally discovered this skip that I'm about to do right now, and he put it in one of his videos, and it has like 2 million views or something like that. So yeah, shout out to him.
As for the runs that were probably the safest bets for entertainment this marathon, were probably Ratchet & Clank, Jak and Daxter, and Super Mario Sunshine. I personally know all of the runners for those games, and not only are they extremely good at the games, but are also really entertaining. All of their runs went really well without any major mistakes, so huge congrats to Ricky, Josh, and Trey. You guys killed it this year.
Yeah. Okay, that's super hard. It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
We're not done yet.
We're still going. That was pretty much a perfect secret. That was so good. And we're in there.
Holy shit.
That
Beautiful.
That was beautiful. Holy shoot. That's a pog champ. That's a pog champ.
As for some of the other runs that are an absolute must-see, include the Bloodborne All Bosses speedrun by Hey Zeus Here's Toast. For me, the All Bosses category for any Dark Souls game is by far the most enjoyable, so that was already a plus for me, but the sheer charisma and energy that Zeus shared during his run was what made his run one of the best. I think this run is a great example that you don't need a perfectly executed run in order to put on a great show. Informative and funny commentary is always what makes for the best runs. To continue with the trend of great runs with awesome commentary would be Covert Muffin's Star Wars Jedi Knight speedrun. Covert Muffin is always super energetic even before the run starts, and it carries its way throughout. His and Zeus's run shared a lot in common with having informative and hilarious commentary, so even if you haven't played these games before, I would still recommend checking them out. Also, by watching Covert Muffin, you also get to witness his contagious top-tier laugh.
This time.
Damn.
Alright.
And if both of these runs weren't enough for you, I would also check out Wall of Spain's Skyrim run. There isn't too much else I could say differently from the Jedi Knight and Bloodborne run. It was also super entertaining. The awful games block was honestly the most enjoyable part of the event for me. There's just something about watching a speedrun with the lowest of expectations and seeing games that are almost barely playable being ran as fast as possible. Some favorites of mine included Arabian Nights, where the game ended up crashing because it was so bad. Dog's Life, Animorphs, and Titanic were also hilarious. But what was probably the most impressive run of the block was Headstrong getting world record in SM64. No, not that one, the good one. Superman 64. And while we're on the subject of world records, there was also another world record made at the event, in Burnout Paradise. Racing games really aren't my favorite thing to watch in speedrunning, so I haven't gotten to check out the run yet, but if you want to go watch a world record, that's where one happens. And for the last runs I want to talk about are the most difficult runs performed at the event. 3 of the most difficult ones I saw were Super Drum World 2, ran by Grand Pooh Bear, I Want to Be the Boshi by BBF, and Super Monkey Ball by Zella 1. Just beating these games in general is super difficult, so I have no idea what you would even consider a bad time for a marathon run, but you guys should go check them out if you want to see some really technical speedruns. I was actually on the couch for the Super Monkey Ball run, but I was only mic'd up for a few minutes before I passed it off. So I guess if it wasn't obvious, I actually was at the event this year, making it my first ever GDQ. Being at the event in person is a completely different experience. One major thing that was different about attending the event rather than watching it at home is that I didn't really watch many runs. I'm pretty sure that was the case for most people. You just don't have any time to when there's so many things to do. The first thing we did right when we walked into the event was grab our badges. Only people with badges are allowed to be at the event, and security honestly did a pretty good job at making sure everyone had them. After we got our badges, we decided to go to the stream room to watch the opening. It's so surreal watching the event live because one second you'll be sitting there watching a run just like at home, but when it's over you're kind of just watching yourself in the crowd. The rooms I spent most of my time in were the practice, casual, and tournament rooms. The practice room is the first room you find right when you walk into the event, and there are just TVs and CRT setups everywhere. And if you didn't bring a console or controller with you, World9 Gaming would hook you up with whatever you needed. So shout out to them for providing me with a GameCube controller and also a PS2 power cable because I lost mine somewhere during the event. The casual room is pretty much the same as a practice room, except you won't be seeing nearly as many people speedrunning, but really just playing whatever. I probably spent more time in the practice room because I didn't really participate in any races, and it was a lot more relaxed. Also, the practice room had a huge monitor displayed with a stream on it, which made it perfect to watch bits of runs as a break. There were also several tournaments held during the event. World9 Gaming actually provided TV and Wii U setups for the entire tournament room to host a Smash 4 tournament. I did pretty well in it and got 7th place. There was also a poker tournament and EZScape managed to take home the gold against 27 people. As for his winnings, he won over $200, which he got to donate to whichever donation incentive of his choosing, which was pretty cool. Another cool thing that GDQ has for its attendees is an arcade room filled with several different old school games like Mario Bros and Donkey Kong, as well as some classics like Dance Dance Revolution. Also, while at the event, we tried out a bunch of different restaurants. Where I live, we don't have this, but we probably went to Noodles & Company 4 or 5 times during our stay. It was so good. We also went out of our way a few times and went to some interesting restaurants, and then the rest was pretty much just Five Guys. There were a bunch of food trucks that would come by the event every day, but I didn't end up trying any of them. I had already showed up to GDQ pretty sick, and I didn't want to risk getting even sicker from a food truck. It was also really cool to meet some of the fans of my videos. I rarely show my face in my videos, so nobody really recognized me, but it was cool to hear from people that they liked my videos after introducing myself. So all in all, I think AGDQ 2018 was a huge success. We managed to raise over $2.26 million to go towards the Prevent Cancer Foundation, and I'm really proud of the community. After leaving AGDQ, I've been really motivated to start speedrunning again, and I'm hoping to submit loads of runs to hopefully get a spot in SGDQ 2018. So if you guys are subscribed, I'll be streaming loads of speedruns on YouTube till then. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and AGDQ 2018, subscribe for more speedrunning related content, and as always, I hope you have a beautiful life. Oh, and the last thing about GDQ. How could I forget about the prizes?
Prizes?
How are you?
Prizes.
And I think we have more.
Prizes? Prizes?
Prizes.
I don't have anybody else to interview, so I'm just going to tell you about some prizes.
Prizes?
Let's kick it.
Prizes?
To once again talking about all the amazing prizes we have coming up for you right now.
Spike. What's up? Prizes. But wait, because this is what it happens when you go beyond the super sellout, or a form I like to call super sellout 2. But this is to go even further beyond. Now I'm ready, Dark Man. Let's talk about some prizes.
Thank you very much.
Oh, work it, girl. Come on, work it.
Everybody, that's Ben. You all know him by now. He's actually showing off some fantastic merchandise, not actually prizes this time around. This is from Fam Gamer. So they're pretty cool hoodies. We have an awesome jacket right here. We have a scarf. They have the little, what was it you just showed? The pin. You have a sweet beanie. You have Scent modeling the beanie, maybe? Oh.
There you go.
Runaway child, that's who I am, yeah. I'm praying for a godsend. Cause this world is spinning and my mind begins to overthink.